Behind them, alarms began to echo across Zenththeran space. Fleet movements. Panic responses. Emergency broadcasts. Too late. Far too late. Because every species in that chamber now understood something fundamental. Humanity had tried to be peaceful. Tried to be diplomatic. Tried to be civilized. But in the end, it was not their technology that defined them. Not their ships. Not their weapons. It was something older. Something universal. A parent protecting their child. And that was the most dangerous force in the galaxy. The Galactic Council Chamber fell into a silence so deep it felt artificial. Not the calm silence of diplomacy. Not the respectful silence of negotiation. But the kind of silence that forms right before something breaks. Ambassador Alana stepped forward. Her footsteps echoed against crystalline architecture like distant thunder rolling through a hollow world. Behind her, Commander Abraham stood motionless. Military precision. Perfect posture. Controlled breathing. But his clenched jaw told the truth: he wasn't allowed to speak. Across the chamber, Vexthar, representative of the Zenththeran Empire, lounged in his elevated seat like nothing in the universe could possibly disturb him. His mandibles clicked in amusement. "So," he said slowly, "the humans wish to address the council." A ripple of faint laughter passed through some of the alien delegates. "How quaint." He tilted his head. "We merely conducted a standard acquisition operation on an undefended colony. Resources were collected. Order maintained." He spread his limbs slightly. "This is how the galaxy functions." Alana did not react immediately. Her green eyes moved across the chamber, slow, precise, unreadable. Every species. Every representative. Every silent observer. Then she spoke. "You attacked a human colony." Her voice was calm. Too calm. A pause. "You took 847 colonists." Another pause. 312 of them were children. The word children changed the temperature in the room. Even those who had seen war before felt something shift. Vexthar clicked his mandibles dismissively. "Undeveloped biological units. They will serve when matured. No violation of council law exists." A murmur spread through the chamber. Alana stepped forward one pace. "You hurt them," she said quietly. Another step. "You made them cry." A third step. "You made them bleed." Her voice dropped lower. "You separated them from their families and left them screaming in the dark." Commander Abraham moved. He placed a small holographic device on the podium. The chamber lights dimmed automatically. And then, the footage began. A colony world. Peaceful. Bright. Alive. Then panic. Explosions in the distance. People running. Children stumbling. Parents screaming names that would never be answered. Zenththeran soldiers moving through streets with cold efficiency, firing stun weapons into crowds without hesitation. A child reaching for a fallen parent, before being pulled away. The chamber did not interrupt. No one spoke. Even Vexthar stopped moving. When the footage ended, silence returned. Heavier this time. Abraham spoke first. "The council should note," he said, voice controlled but burning underneath, "that humanity has shown restraint since entering this alliance. We followed your laws. We respected your borders. We contained ourselves." A Calarian energy being pulsed nervously. "This matter can still be resolved through diplomatic compensation." "There is no compensation," Abraham interrupted sharply. A pause. "You don't understand what you've done." Vexthar straightened. "Oh? And what exactly have we done that justifies this theatrics?" He spread his limbs. "The Zenththeran Empire has conquered 47 star systems. We have reduced civilizations to history. What could humanity possibly do?" Alana finally turned toward him fully. Her expression did not change. But something in her presence shifted. "We tried to warn you," she said. A pause. "Do you know why humanity's entry into this council was carefully managed?" Silence. "Why older species gave us distance instead of challenge?" She stepped forward. "Because they studied Earth." Abraham activated another hologram. Earth's past filled the chamber. Wars that burned continents. Weapons that erased cities. Skies filled with fire. But then, it changed. Images of parents shielding children. Soldiers abandoning orders. Entire populations rising, not for conquest, but for protection. Alana's voice grew quieter. "Every species has instincts. The Caltherians preserve knowledge. The Morphidians serve the hive." She looked up slowly. "But humans protect their young." Abraham finished the thought. "At any cost." Vexthar scoffed, though uncertainty crept into his voice. "This is emotional reasoning. Irrelevant to galactic order." Alana tilted her head slightly. "Is it?" The main display flickered. Space. Zenththeran space. And then, ships. Not dozens. Not hundreds. Thousands. Human warships emerging silently from slipspace around every major Zenththeran system. A coordinated, impossibly precise formation. Perfect. Cold. Waiting. The chamber erupted in shock. That's impossible, someone whispered. Those are dreadnought-class vessels. We've been building them for generations, Abraham said quietly. A heavy silence followed. Every colony. Every station. Every factory. Preparing. We hoped we would never need them. Alana stepped forward again. We are not the strongest species. A pause. Not the oldest. Not the most advanced. She leaned slightly forward. But we have something none of you accounted for. Her voice hardened. We remember. And we do not forget those who harm our children. The countdown appeared. 12 hours. Vexther's confidence finally cracked. This is an act of war, he hissed. Alana did not respond. Abraham did. No. A pause. This is consequence. The Calarian counselor spoke urgently. Surely this level of escalation. The escalation happened when you took children, Alana said. Silence again. Absolute silence. Vexther looked around desperately. The council will intervene. Alana turned slightly. The council will do nothing. A pause. Because every species here has history. Her eyes narrowed slightly. And every history has a lesson about what happens to those who touch human children. No one spoke. No one moved. Because they all remembered. The Dravixians. Gone. Not by accident. Not by war. By correction. Vexther's voice dropped. You would risk galactic war, for individuals? Abraham answered without hesitation. We are parents. A pause. That is the point. The timer ticked down. 11 hours 58 minutes and 12 seconds. Alana stepped closer to the podium. You still have time. Return them. Every child. Every colonist. Alive. Vexther's voice shook slightly now. And if we refuse? Abraham smiled. It was not a human smile. It was something colder. Then we stop pretending this galaxy is civilized. The chamber went silent again. 11 hours and 55 minutes. As Alana and Abraham turned to leave, she finally exhaled. They'll come home, Abraham said quietly. Alana nodded once. Yes.